It's episode 49.
49 of the Underseason Barbecue Show, and we are back to our regular scheduled programming.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to you talking a lot more than me.
I don't know about that, mate, but I'll give it a crack.
Right, well, I've been on holidays.
Fucking oath you have, mate.
Yeah, so do you want to know about it?
I did. I didn't get a T-shirt this time, so tell me.
Right, so I'm back from Sweden, then I ended up flying to London and then driving to Scotland.
Passengering to Scotland.
Right, more about that later. But yeah, the trip was great. I went with Tuffy Stone and we went to visit Holy Smoke, which is a barbecue restaurant in Sweden. And while we were there, we went shooting for deer and doves. We visited a ranch. It looks straight out of a Yeti commercial, right?
Bloody oath it does.
Thanks to Carl Dreyer, who's in that photo there for the hospitality. He's a mill-scale ambassador and he crushed the food basically, right? Like we went for dinner, he cooked us dinner right on his own lake, by the way, and that was absolutely awesome. Tuffy did a masterclass at Holy Smoke in Sweden, which was why we were there. I was there to film because that's what I do as a bit of a side hustle. Tuffy did his masterclass and it was phenomenal. I want to say he had 70 people in the class and he did about 10 dishes.
Wow.
So think about it. It's like 700 dishes that he had to serve up during his masterclass.
It's a proper masterclass. They seem to be popping up everywhere now, but this one's got some credentials to back it up.
Yeah, well, I mean, Tuffy is, the GOAT of barbecue, right? He's got the competition credentials to match, obviously, his skills as a chef. And he puts those two things together like nobody else. And his masterclass was fantastic, and it was held at Holy Smoke Barbecue. And then the Johans, they treated us. Me and Tuffy, we got to go to 2 Michelin star restaurants. One had 2 stars and the other one had 1 star. So big shout out to the Johans for your hospitality and having me and Tuffy in Sweden. And I was just the hanger-onerer, right? I was just there to take photos and videos. And yeah, I got treated to this amazing week in Sweden.
Hell yeah, mate. Looks spectacular.
So on Holy Smoke, we're going to talk about Holy Smoke later, right? But Tuffy Stone, he's going to have a video coming out on his YouTube channel. So do yourself a favor, jump onto YouTube, go follow Tuffy Stone because he's going to talk a lot about Holy Smoke in Sweden.
Unreal.
So then I jumped on a plane, headed to London, met my wife, and she lived out her fantasy of men in skirts. And we drove to Scotland.
Sick.
So we went from London to Loch Ness and I put on about 4 kilos eating fish and chips and roast dinners.
Yeah, they love their carbs over there.
So one thing did happen though.
Tell me more.
So when we got to London and I went to hire the car, as I handed my driver's license over, my daughter, who's 10, out of the corner of her eye, she just went, "That's expired." And it was expired by 2 days. And the guy who was behind the desk, he heard her. And so he wouldn't let me take the car. So my wife had to travel 2,400 kilometres on this road trip around the UK and Scotland while I slept and drank in the car.
Well, you caught up, mate. It's a good time. You just need one of those digital licenses, mate. When we were at the ranch the other week, my license actually expired and I updated it because I got the app while I was judging barbecue.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, hot tip. If you're traveling internationally and want to hire a car, they don't accept digital licenses.
No. Really? Digital?
Yeah, correct. They don't accept them. And because I had glasses, I had to go in to Service New South Wales and get my eyes checked before they give me my license.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, look, shout out to my wife, 2,400 kilometres with me asleep, snoring in the passenger seat.
Good times.
All right, let's get on to the fucking episode. Enough about my time away. And let's play this clip.
What's up, barbecue community? Pitmaster and mixologist from Cape and Grill and Barbecue. We are working in a new barbecue style from Mexico City to the whole world.
Guys, fire up your smoker because you are watching the #1 barbecue show under season and Puro Chilango Barbecue.
You!
That was absolutely awesome.
It's so cool. They've given us the crown of being the #1 barbecue show, so we'll take it.
What was it called? Chilango Barbecue.
Chilango Barbecue.
All right, we're going to talk about them more in the episode, but let's get started with the elephant in the room, and it is this.
The dust has settled from the most controversial list in the history of barbecue YouTube shows.
So we dropped our top 50, which became 150 list on our brand new website, by the way. We've got a website, underseason.com. You can go there, you can interact with us. All our old episodes are there, plus our top 50 list is there. And every person on the list has a series of reasons why we think that they deserve to come where they did. right? But it wasn't without its controversies.
I'm glad you control the DMs, mate, and not me.
Well, we did miss a couple of people in the top 150. So if you go to the website and have a look, the list is actually more than 150 people now because there was a few people that probably deserved to be in that top 150 but just got overlooked. So my apologies. And yeah, we've just tried to rectify it.
Yeah, that's it. And trying to put together a list of 150, that's an arduous task. But also, too, buy yourself some red mics, some podcasting equipment, and make your own fucking list if you're not happy.
So I think there was a lot of confusion with people about was it the most influential people in barbecue today, which is what we were trying to do, or was it a historical reflection of who influenced barbecue? And unfortunately, that wasn't the list that we did. And if we did that list, it would have looked a lot different.
And that's exactly, this is the point of view from us sitting here too, you know, what we see. Like there's plenty of guys in there that have thrown their hats in the ring that we know about now, but when we compiled this list, we didn't, therefore they hadn't influenced us.
Yeah, but they probably should have because they're big.
Should have dug a bit deeper.
Right, yeah. So look, we had this task of trying to put together social media influencers, numbers, restaurateurs, competition pitmasters, podcasters, journalists, photographers, and then somehow come up with a list that we feel reflected people's worth today. Not what they achieved 10 years ago or 20 years ago, because I think the list would have looked way different.
Oh, bloody oath it would.
Yeah. Okay, this is the website. This is it.
Very easy to navigate this one. Even I could do it.
So the website features merch, so you can jump online right now and purchase our merch. It also features the top 150, our regular episodes, and our special episodes.
That's it. Basically, everything under-seasoned in the one place.
Yeah, correct, right? And we're going to build on this. This is just the beginning.
That's exactly right. That 150 list might be 1,500 lists by the end of the month.
And there's more lists to come.
Bloody oath there is. Looking forward to them.
If you were an eagle eye, you might have noticed there was no pit builders in our list.
No, that's a separate kettle of fish, that one.
It is a separate thing too. You might have noticed too, there was no butchers.
No.
Could be another one.
Bloody oath it could be. We might leave that to the butchers to decide though, because they will get cranky.
They got knives. All right, this is just a bit of a quick shout out to some of the people that were on the list. So between me and you, we probably know about 1,000 people in barbecue. That's my guess, right? Our list was 150 deep. We upset 850 people.
Well and truly.
So look, a shout out to anyone who's in barbecue, who's trying to influence the scene or doing good things, you know, like it's just our list. Don't take it to heart. Call us fuckwits, whatever you want to do. But yeah, there was a lot of people that didn't make the list. There's a few of them, and obviously there's a whole lot more than this. How long do we do it for?
That's exactly right.
Okay, so just one other thing before we completely move on and put this in the revision mirror. We just wanted to acknowledge there's a lot of fantastic, amazing, great people in barbecue. This is just some of them. There are so many more that we love, we admire. You know, we know a lot of people in barbecue. So look, you know, it's just our list. What do we know?
That's exactly right. And probably do another list in 2 years, yeah?
2 years. In 2 years, that's our opportunity to refresh this list.
So yeah, get better if you didn't make it.
Yeah, and you might notice if you go back and have a look, that 150 will start to grow.
Bloody oath it will.
Okay, let's move on. Having said all of that, are you ready again?
I am.
Ready?
I'm Luke Moonshine, and you're watching Under Season Barbecue Show.
You couldn't leave that one out, eh? That was too good.
So that's Luke Moonshine from Fat Boys Barbecue with Frank the Tank. It's the world's biggest smoker in operational use today, and they cooked 330 racks of pork ribs in one day on that smoker, and all in all, they cooked 7 tons of food in just 1 week on that smoker.
That's insane. I saw a video this morning, actually. He was about to put 62 briskets in it. No, sorry, 69. He was then corrected.
69 brisket.
But yeah, this thing looks the fucking part, but it's a workhorse, man, and an efficient workhorse too. If you got that thing full, you'll win it.
Yeah, I'd love for all the skeptics who go, oh, it doesn't work, to come and see it in action.
That's it, mate. It's just jealousy.
All right, let's move on. Dishes of the week. You hungry?
So hungry, bro.
Are you ready to eat through photos?
Fucking oath I am.
Okay. So this one slipped into our DMs and it was sent to us by none other than the Pope of Barbecue, Ernest Cervantes.
Number 6, I believe.
Yes, he was on our list, right? And to be honest, the number 1 barbecue restaurant in Texas, aka the world, and he sent us this photo.
So good.
So I've got great respect and admiration for those barbecue restaurants where it's the same. They've perfected it, and every time you go back, the experience is the same. The barbecue's the same. The sides are the same. And I've got great respect for that. I think there's a place for that. But I also have a huge amount of respect for somebody who just doesn't stop tinkering. And I think that's Ernest Cervantes. So this photo here was a bit of a practice cook for Ernest, and apparently he refined the dish since then. And when he did refine it, Ben Yanto came in, and he's a photographer, an amazing photographer, and he took this photo and he said, the texture is smoky, savoury, and just the right amount of salty. Have you seen this cut before?
Not done like this.
So the cut is called Cupin, and it's from what we know as the Brahman Hump. So that's a popular cut in Australia and also Brazil, where a lot of their cows have these big humps on the top. So that's a picture to illustrate it there. They're also known as the zebu.
Yeah, right.
So this big hump on the top is kind of like a brisket. It kind of cooks like a brisket too. It's well marbled fat, which makes it rich, juicy, and flavourful. And this is the end result. Have you ever cooked a Brahman hump before?
No, I haven't. And when I have seen it cooked, it usually just ends up being pulled beef, doesn't it?
No, I've seen it cooked like a brisket before as well. But I will say it's a little bit like beef cheeks in the fact that the fat can be somewhat unpleasant.
Okay, so what? Lots of collagen and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just a different flavour. That's
Yep.
what I would say. I'd say it's still tender. It still melts like a brisket. It's still soft and tender, but I just think the fat's just unusual. It's a little bit different. But what Ernest has done with this dish just looks to be bang on because he has added this thick, heavy crust and that colour. I think he's pastrami'd it.
Yeah, he certainly has. It looks fucking unreal.
So the colour looks epic. That sauce, I mean, if you serve that to me in a restaurant, I would lick that bowl.
It almost looks like a tataki. It doesn't look cooked.
No, it doesn't. It looks rare, but it's perfectly cooked right the way through. And I love that much bark on something.
Yeah, so good. That's all you'd need, though. I reckon that one slice would be enough.
Rightio. I'd lick the plate clean. No shame for me.
All over that white T-shirt, mate.
All right, let's move on. This one was sent to us by Barbecue Lab on Instagram, and his name is RJ Waite. He says, hey, legends, since watching the most recent show and you mentioning smoked meat on pizza, I had to share. This is my burnt ends barbecue pizza.
So good. I'm so excited that pizza's becoming such a regular thing too.
It's not easy though, is it?
Nope.
You just got yourself a pizza oven.
Bro, fuck pizza. I am the king of yeeting the toppings off the peel into the back of that oven and the base staying on the peel.
Once you get them in the back, there's no getting them from there. I just let them burn out.
I'm just putting them in pans now, mate. Yeah.
In pans?
Yeah.
No, you can't. It's cheating.
No, I've got holes in them, so it still cooks from the base. But yeah, I'm just eat pan pizza for life now, mate.
All right. So there's something about reheated brisket where it gets kind of like overcooked and charry. I don't know. It does it for me.
It does. It definitely does it for me too. I almost like my steak the same way too. Like if you've got any leftover steak from a meal and you have it the next day, you cube it up, then you cook it in a pan, all that fat releases, add some eggs. I reckon that's almost the best way to have steak.
Well, I reckon, and I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I think it's one of the best ways to eat brisket,
Yeah.
especially like in the morning with like eggs or something like that. You just put it in a pan, get it crispy.
Bloody oath, mate.
Oh, good. All right. He says, I love the show. It's about time we had something like this.
Hell yeah. I'm excited.
All right. Let's get on to Chilango barbecue.
Fuck yeah, they look cool, man.
So cool. So meet Mauricio Herta and Luis Mena. And they are from Caveman Barbecue in Mexico City, and they're smoking barbecue and cocktails, and they have a new style of barbecue, and it's called Chilango barbecue.
So good. So what, they started with just traditional Texas style, yeah?
Yeah, so the story goes that for years they have been smoking traditional American Texas-inspired low and slow barbecue, right? And they said recently they kind of thought to themselves that they'd like to put their own spin on it, which I think is a cool thing. It's something we've been advocating for, right? And it's inspired by the street food culture of Mexico City, and that is how Chilango barbecue was born.
So this would fall under the category of new school?
Future school.
Future school.
100%, and maybe more so than anybody. So some of the things on the menu are pulled pork flauters and gorditas with brisket.
Mate, it's just so visually appealing, isn't it?
So they've got all the benefit of the low and slow and the bark and the great cuts, but then they're just throwing in these Mexican flavors.
So good. And just, adding all the different styles of, it's just a different way of consuming it, complementing them with different flavors and textures and a bit of excitement back on the platter.
So some of the other things up there are torta de chilaquiles, which is with smoked turkey breast. And that last one there, the glazed ribs, they're with Cafe Diola, which is made from ground coffee, cinnamon, and piloncillo.
Oh, mate, you're speaking my language now.
I mean, I know I butchered half of those pronunciations, but I want to try this.
So much.
All right, the sides are corn kennels with mayonnaise and chijin and street-style cactus paddles.
Yum.
And that dessert is a rice pudding. And then when I said before they also do cocktails, they actually do things like smoke their vodka. So they say we don't just smoke proteins, we also love to smoke into our mixology. So this one on the left here is a purple Miller, and it's made with orange liqueur, citrus, and energy drink, has jelly around the rim of the bottle, and it's a blueberry flavoured beer.
Wow. I don't know about it, but if it floats your boat, it looks cool.
All right. What I wouldn't give right now to transport myself to Mexico City and eat this right now.
Yeah, don't book a plane, mate. Your wife will kill you. You've been away too much, I think.
I have, but that looks awesome, doesn't it?
So good.
I'm so annoyed because I was in Mexico City not that long ago and I didn't know that this was a thing.
Oh, mate, next time you travel, you're going to have all these lists of places to go because now we're educating ourselves as well.
Yeah. All right. Videos of the week. And our good friend Brandon Francis sent this one in to us, and it's from Rory Taylor, a.k.a. Tubby Surfs.
So cool. He's got the trailer there. He's got the little tool dolly there, so it just wheels out so the back doesn't fill with smoke. He's got the Yeti right next to it and beautiful stream full of trout behind it by the look of it.
Yeah, so this is a pretty cool setup, isn't it?
So good. Way better than the table saw, which most tradies would probably have on that thing.
Yeah. This is his truck, and he's got the Traeger mounted to the back there.
Nah, that's two different trucks.
What do you mean?
He's flexing on you, bro.
I can't get much past you.
Look,
It is.
Yeah, he's got one where it wheels out, and then he's got one that's fixed on the back there.
So I spotted it as well, but you're like an eagle eye. I asked him, I'm like, what's with the two setups? And he says the black truck with the Traeger, that's mine. That's his. And then the other truck that's black with the Traeger, that's his work truck.
I'm judging the one on the right's the work truck because it's got the decals all up the side.
Correct, yeah. But he's got two really cool black trucks, both with Traegers in the back. One's a work truck and the other one is his own truck. But they look the same. They've even got beds on the roof.
Yeah, they've got rooftop campers on both, but fuck, he's winning.
So I went stalking on his page, and this is it. It's Tubby Surfs, and he does a lot of fishing and a lot of cooking, except for the fact that if you notice, he catches a lot of fish and then cooks a lot of beef.
And doesn't do much surfing. And doesn't look that fat.
So this is Instagram, lots of meat, cooked on a Traeger, but yeah, no fish. He's not cooking any fish.
Yeah, right.
So I reached out to him. He says, I mostly do catch and release. I only keep the fish when I'm fishing in the ocean. That's his thing.
Yeah, right.
Good looking barbecue though.
Looks so good.
So I'm going to leave you with this. This is the closing photo of his little segment here. And Rory has this small Traeger stacked.
There's 7 pork butts in there.
I don't know how many mates he's got fishing with him, but that's a lot of pork.
He could be flexing, and that's just the bait.
All right. Well, I'm very jealous, mate. I would like one truck, let alone 2.
You just trade in your little Skoda, mate. Get yourself a truck. Get yourself a truck. That'd be rad.
Okay, so onto the news and move over Australian kebab wars because there's a new war.
What is it?
It's a new food war. It's in New Zealand and it's a taco war.
Jesus, sounds like a
It's very ominous.
a Pornhub search.
All right, birria tacos. They're pretty big here in Australia, and Barbecue Mafia. They make a good one.
So good. I actually had to sit down when I tried their birria tacos because they were that good.
Yeah, well, they've just taken off in New Zealand like a fucking rocket, right? And this is Sean Yarborough, who is an American, and I think he's originally from Kentucky and he's now living in New Zealand, and he has partnered with Israel Adesanya, the UFC fighter, and they have Broke Boy Taco. and it's blown up. It's gone viral. It's a huge success. They say it's the most famous tacos in New Zealand.
I reckon that's a fair claim because I've seen a lot of people over there. I've got lots of friends in Auckland and some pretty well-regarded chefs, and everyone I know that's been there has fucking raved about it.
Yeah, so he's killing it. He's crushing it, right? But now, insert the newly opened Taco Amaze, and do you notice anything similar?
They sell tacos.
What else?
It's red and white.
And they have big, massive red lettering, and so they look a bit similar, right?
Oh, to a degree.
So the Mexican-born owner, his name's Alfredo Romero, he says he received 2 cease and desist letters. They said that there was a bit of brand confusion between the two of them.
I tend to disagree with that.
So this is Taqueria Orinoco, and it's been in business since 2015 in Mexico. There's now a heap of them. They're
They
everywhere.
get a letter too?
No. But this one here, this is Los Tacos #1, and they started in New York, so America, in 2013. And there's a lot of them too.
Yeah, right.
So what I think happened here, and you're going to have to follow me, right? Corner stores in Mexico, they're traditionally white and red. Coca-Cola came along. It was a big thing. They painted all of the corner stores sort of red and white for Coca-Cola, basically. And I'm sure a lot of food places and taco places had the same look. So what I think has happened here is Los Tacos #1 have borrowed the look, that quintessential Mexican look. They have taken it all the way to New York. They've added the white tiles, right? The place is super cool. It's pumping. There's always people there. You can't even fit into the joint. But then someone in Mexico, they saw it. So they borrowed back the idea of the red and white tiled look and the big red letters. And then they opened Orinoco 2 years later. And then Sean, he brought it back to New Zealand. That's all a joke, by the way. That didn't really happen. But the point I'm trying to make is the look has basically evolved over time, and people in New York, people in Mexico, this is the look. This is the Mexican, what do you call it?
I don't think it's just taco joints. Like red and white is a very clean aesthetic. You know, you walk in, it looks good. It's visually appealing. There's enough contrast so that everything's legible. And it's not just taco joints, mate. I mean, fried chicken joints, particularly a famous one also from Kentucky, goes down the red and white theme.
All right, let's move on. This is a timeline of the birria taco here. It's been around since the 1500s, and the modern version of the birria taco, the one we know where you dip it in the sauce, that evolved from Tijuana, then into LA, and then it spread all across the world. And this is a little bit of a graphic about how it happened here. And I've added in the latest little installments down here on our little graphic here about where it spread to.
Yeah, that's it.
So I say all of that to then show you this. You ready?
Yep. Best friends.
So Sean, full credit to you, Sean. I've really got to give it to you, mate. He apologised to Alfredo.
Yeah, he's owned it. Good on you, bro.
They're going to go do a collab event together, which I think is really cool. So stay tuned on both their socials. So hopefully things are blown over in the taco world in New Zealand, because we're going to be there soon and I want to try both their tacos.
Mate, I'm going to be there on Thursday. I'm going over for the Rock 2000 weekend. So if you'll have me, I'd love to come and chomp on some tacos.
Well, I reckon you've got to be our sort of like mystery shopper.
Oh, I don't know, man. They'll probably recognise the mud flap and wrap a chair around the back of my head or something.
So look, sometimes in business shit happens, but I think it's pretty cool that these guys have kind of just come back together basically. And I don't think anyone particularly owns it. I think that's wrong. I don't think anyone particularly owns the red and white look. I think that's wrong. And I don't think anyone owns birria tacos. But having said that, may the best taco win.
Well, that's it. And the more taco joints, the better, really, because then we win. But also, too, it's a bit different if someone sets up shop right next door. And another one you can delve into later, mate, there's actually, in Auckland, there's 2 Chinese places next to each other, both called the Mount Albert Chinese Takeaway. Apparently, they're cousins and they hate each other.
Still to this day?
And they have the same menu. Look it up on YouTube, Guy Williams.
Rightio. All right, that's another rabbit hole for another day. Okay, so for the record, before we move on, Los Tacos #1 is still the best tacos I've ever had in my life. And I ate a metric shit ton of tacos in Mexico.
Yeah, right.
And I understand this is a bit of a tourist trap, but I don't care. It was still fucking amazing.
So good. And I can honestly say Barbecue Mafia's Birria Tacos was a life-changing moment for me when I tried them.
Okay, so you're going to lock in Barbecue Mafia. I'm going to lock in the best birria taco I've ever had is at Hurtado's Barbecue in Texas. You can't change my mind.
I better go to Texas.
So they do their birria taco with proper smoked meats, and I think that's what sets it over the edge, right? The meat is smoked. And I think in a traditional birria, it's not smoked.
But also, too, these guys are using beef short rib now, aren't they? Not so much the traditional goat.
No, they're not using goat. They're all using beef.
Yep.
Okay, we've got some mail, and this one was sent in to us by Fry Z, and he was in our DMs, and he says, boys, I've got a new little barbecue store in Port Moresby. Where's that?
That's Papua New Guinea, isn't it?
It is. It's Papua New Guinea, and it's called Pacifica Smokehouse.
Yeah, sick.
So they sell Jacks Creek Marble Score 8 to 9 Wagyu. They sell handmade knives from South Africa and handmade sausages.
So good. You go there and have the full experience, mate.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool, right? All the way in Papua New Guinea.
Hell yeah.
So completely unrelated, he also sent us this photo. What the hell's that?
Jeez, it's a river monster.
So he says, look at this thing. They pulled it from the river. That's it. That's all he says.
How many of them pulled it? You'd need a few. That thing would wrap around you and that'd be so slimy too.
So we're looking at a huge human-sized eel.
Bigger than a human size, bro.
That's massive.
It's a crocodile size.
So that's the meat when they cut it up. Yeah, you're right. That cross-section's bigger than that kid's head in the background.
That's gnarly. It's just pure flesh too.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. We've got some more mail and we've been sent in some stuff by our friends at Killer Jerky Co.
That's it. And it was your idea to try some of this jerky. Some of it's fucking hot. And I just knew you were going to stitch me up by making me eat the hot stuff. So I've poured them all in a bowl and we're going to have a jerky roulette.
What? All right. Well, before we get to that, I'm going to talk through all the flavors, right? Just so we know what we're getting ourselves in for. So Killer Jerky Co. is jerky and hot sauce, maximum heat, maximum chew, maximum burn.
So it's basically just jerky.
Really hot jerky. All right, so the one on the left is their original hot sauce. It's a collab with Jibbers, which is a sauce we love, by the way. The other one is Killer, and it's their hottest extract-free jerky so far with reapers, scorpions, ghost chilies, habaneros, all of them.
Jesus.
Sounds so hot, doesn't it?
They're all in here.
All right, this other one here is a ghost maple. It's a Canadian maple syrup infused with ghost chili. And this other jerky is mango reaper, mango, garlic, and tomato with Carolina Reaper chili.
Jesus, he loves a reaper, doesn't he? I do love the flavour of a reaper, though. It just gets too fucking violent.
He must have all his jerkies sort of lined up while he's processing them and just go, you get a reaper and you get a reaper and you get a reaper.
Well, it's called killer jerky for a reason. It's not just, mildly pleasant jerky. It's fucking killer.
All right. Well, this one takes the cake. It's called COVID-19 and it's Carolina Reapers, ghost chilies, habaneros, bird's eyes, fresh pear, and a few other secret spices. It gets a 13 out of 10 on the heat level.
Jesus.
Now, he also does collabs, which is pretty cool, with other hot sauce brands where he uses their hot sauce in his jerky. Now, you have got a bowl of roulette hot jerky, and we're going to play this game right now.
That's it, mate. It's you get what you get and you don't get upset.
Listen, when you do yours, you've got to close your eyes, I reckon.
Right.
So I cheated and picked one without all the colouring on the outside. Did you go hot?
No. I know what the hot one is, though. That's the COVID-19.
You going to try it?
Righto. COVID-19, let's go. I've already had a nibble. And
Dude, my one's hot and it's not a hot one.
There it is. Back of the throat's starting to dry.
Is it 13 out of 10 hot?
It's getting there.
What's it at now?
Probably a 6. But the flavour's so fucking good.
All right. Well, you've done pretty well there. All right. Smashed it. Okay.
But that's the problem. Reapers don't stop. He's going to start building.
Well, let's see if you can get through the rest of the episode.
That's good.
All right. Thanks to Killer Jerky Co.
Fuck yeah. Like it.
All right. Talking points. Ready?
Ready.
This one was sent to us by Travis Brisbane, and it's another gun smoker. We have featured like 5 gun smokers on this show, all in America.
Yeah, right. That's a good holding yard there.
It's a little weird smoker though, isn't it?
It's only a baby.
So this one's a bit different. This one's special because this one is $1,650. It's in stock right now. It's on Facebook Marketplace, and it was listed in Willow Tree, New South Wales, Australia. It's like 4 hours from us.
It's not in Texas.
No. So we could have our own gun-shaped smoker.
You know what we should do? Or everyone out there, get on Facebook Marketplace, find this thing and hit him with the obligatory, is this still available? And ghost him.
And never buy it.
Never buy it. See if he hits our DMs and he makes the show again.
$1,650. It doesn't sound like a bargain, does it?
Oh, bro, have you fucking seen the price of steel these days?
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Well, yes, I think we should all jump on to Marketplace, ask him if it's still available, and then never buy it.
Yeah, so ask if it's still available, and then when he replies with yes, hit him with the, I'm not surprised.
All right, let's move on. You sent this to me, and it's a DJ cooking up his set inside a smoker with a smoke machine while DJing.
So cool. Drop it like it's hot.
What's he sitting on there?
Looks like a giant big picnic rug. Fuck, a real big one.
So it was titled Let's Play Big Blanket Super Picnic, and it's in Houston, Texas. Credit to Chico Blanco for this video, by the way. But yeah, Big Blanket Super Picnic.
Tell me more.
So what is the Big Blanket Super Picnic, you ask?
I reckon it's a super picnic on a big blanket.
It's the largest active community picnic blanket on Earth.
Yeah, right. It's a fucking cool idea.
It's featuring chill music from DJs, good food and drinks as well. And they do all sorts of crazy things. And I mean crazy, right? You ready for this?
Yep.
Rock painting, watercolors, friendship bracelets, giant puzzles, tug of war, sack races, hula hoops, and more. Tickets are $15 to $30 USD, depending on where you book. And from what I can tell, basically you bring your picnic rug, you all go to one central location, you pay money to get in, you listen to DJ music, you do rock paintings with your friends, and that's how you spend your afternoon.
Look, everyone's left their Birkenstocks on the edge there so that they don't get dirt on the rug, mate. But this place is screaming out for a barbecue vendor, isn't it?
I reckon it is. I reckon a barbecue vendor would do well here. So if you're in Houston and you've been to this event, can you let us know? Is there barbecue there? So if there is, I mean, I'd be pretty happy, you know, if you were so inclined to spend a bit of time with me on a blanket eating barbecue and rock painting.
Yeah, that's it, mate. We could do a bit of tug of war at the end too.
Make a friendship bracelet.
Yeah, that's it. We could be Swifties.
All right, we're moving on. This has got awkward real fast. Rate my barbecue. It's that time. It's the Daniel Vaughan of Rating of Barbecue, Simon Luxton from Tasmania. He's the #1 barbecue rater in the world.
According to Underseason. Let's just disclaim that I've rated more plates than I've ever eaten.
Okay. This one was sent in to us by 2020 Smokehouse Barbecue, and they're located in Wollumbar Leagues Club in Australia. And he says, hey, mate, I thought I would send in a platter photo for you guys to rate. This was someone's actual meal, and I took a photo before they tucked in.
So good. Looks like you got all the proteins covered there.
Yeah, so I don't know much about it. He didn't tell me too much, but you need to give it a score. This is the moment.
Okay, so it is very straight down the middle Texas-style platter with the mac and cheese, the corn salad, the pit beans, the coleslaw as the sides with the pickles there. But the proteins look good. You got a beef rib, a lamb shank, chicken wings, some hot link there, full rack of pork ribs, and some brisket. Look straight down the line, mate. You're looking at probably an 8.3.
Oh, that's a good score.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a bit generous. Yeah, let's handball it up there.
So you pretty much nailed every ingredient on that platter, but the one thing you did miss is that sausage is actually brisket, red Leicester cheese, and jalapeno. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Good combo.
Bloody oath it is, mate.
All right. He also sent us this video here, and we're going to play it. I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit here, and let's watch.
Wow.
What are we looking at?
We're looking at the recent floods up there near the Northern Rivers, but barbecue don't stop for anyone.
No. This smoker is almost up to the bottom of the firebox, I would say, and he's about to open the door here, and that fire is still going.
Got the water underneath. Do you reckon he's taken Tuffy Stone's water bath idea to new heights?
Well, it's going to be moist.
Well, that's it. Tuffy's recent video says how he loves cooking in the rain because for some reason his barbecue is better. I wonder if this is Still going to translate.
So he says, we had a flash flood at my smokehouse in April, and after this video that he took, it started raining again. So he called it a day. He took all the meat off the pits, and he says, what a day.
Hectic.
So it's pretty full on. So if you can't see it, basically what we're looking at is massive big Boss Hog smokers outdoors, and the flood is pretty much up to the fire. It's about to put that fire out.
Yeah, there's a good 500 mil of water there on the ground.
Yeah, it's a lot of rain. He says it was a flash flood. So I'm assuming that water wasn't there when he put all that barbecue on that smoker.
Yeah, right.
Pretty wild, hey?
Crazy.
So this is him. He's the pitmaster. So he says, my mum is Tongan, and I learned a lot about cooking hangi.
Don't the Tongans call it an umu?
Yeah, that's what he says. He says, I backpacked from the USA to Peru, and I fell in love with American barbecue and open fire cooking, and he's doing some exceptional barbecue.
Fuck yeah, at a leagues club too. That's awesome.
So I do got to say this. I am extremely embarrassed that this guy has never been on my radar before.
He is now.
Bloody oath, because this is exceptional barbecue and it's not far from us.
Yeah, good spot, Mawillimbar.
All right. Absolutely amazing work. Thanks for sending that in to us. And you have one more platter that you need to rate.
Okay. Is that it there?
Nope, this one.
Fucking hell, mate.
So it's the last one for today. The platter was cooked by Lucas Armstrong from the Jacks Creek barbecue team. And it was cooked backstage to feed the bands at Meatstock. And it features some amazing Jacks Creek beef. And it was cooked by one of Australia's best pitmasters. And what are we looking at?
So we've got a nice set of beef ribs up the back there, some chicken wings. It looks like a bit of tri-tip down the bottom there, some beautifully cooked links, a bit of sirloin, a bit of Scotch fillet, and then some nice cheeseburgers sliced in half there. If it was me, I would have loved to finish those burgers there on the grill to get those grill marks on there. But we'll have to mark him down for that, I think.
Okay. You got to throw your hand up, give it a big score.
An 8.2 because that's our birth year.
8.2. Right. Well, I feel like you've been a bit harsh on him, but yeah, maybe you're right with those burger buns.
Oh, mate, it's just because I just know that either way I'm going to get slapped in the balls next time I see him anyway.
Okay. And we've got a bit of art by Sigh. It's been ages since we've had some artwork on the show of yours. You've been busy.
Well, it's not that I haven't been busy. I've been super busy, but I've been working on heaps of projects that still aren't ready to see the light of day. So now that all that stuff's gone, I'm back into the pipeline, clearing up that log jam. And yeah, this is a fresh one for a fellow podcast.
Rightio. Talk to me about it.
Righto, so this is for the boys down in Ballarat, the Dusty Boots podcast. Yeah, so they reached out and wanted me to do some merch for them. They went for that country feel. You know, a bit of inspiration was the Wrangler brand, Ringers Western, all that sort of thing. And their podcast pretty well covers, they concentrate mostly on the country music scene, but also everything rural and things like that. So, yeah, they cover the local AFL down there. We've got the bin driver that gives Song of the Week. And, yeah, one of the boys there, Bottle O Bill, he was actually a contestant on Australian Idol a few years ago, I believe. And his co-host, Shooter Williamson, he's a tradie by day. And, yeah, just a couple of boys getting together weekly to spin some country-based yarns.
Right. It's a great design. I love the colour palette.
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of work with Fireball at the moment, and we've been given limited colour palettes. So I've started to tone things down a bit and try and stick to the 4 to 5 colours, just so that it brings the cost down so you're not having to run 5 screens, that sort of thing. Don't get me wrong. I love doing full colour stuff, but the more colours you take away, the more challenging it can get to get all those details and that contrast in there. So, yeah, I'm still having fun with it, mate. Still trying to challenge myself day to day. And, yeah, so I'm still always looking to challenge myself with my artwork so it doesn't feel mundane. So I guess you could put me in the future school category, mate, with old school roots, but also wanting to make things better every time.
I think you've smashed it out of the park, and that brings us towards the end of the show, and it's time for me to eat and you to cook. So what's on the menu here? What do you got?
Mate, I've finally pulled the trigger and we're going to do this Indian fried chicken we've been talking about.
You've been talking about this for ages.
Yeah, and I've seen a few more pop up online, particularly in New York. There's a new one that I've just started following called Crispy Karma, and they've been doing a lot of chicken burgers. So I've decided to give it a crack purely because when I was in the supermarket the other day, I found these new Patak's barbecue spice rubs. So it's basically just like the rubs that we use, but Indian spices, and that's what I'm using to flavour our chicken burger today.
Okay, well, let's go through the process here a little bit. So what do you got there, tenderloins or they are
No,
thighs?
these are thighs. So I've trimmed them down so they're a bit more uniform so that they cook a bit bit quicker, because what I find with thighs and big breasts too is quite often you'll overcook the coating and undercook the chicken if you don't get the ratios right. I've also thrown them in some pickle brine overnight, so we get the Chick-fil-A tenderness going on. So what we've done, we've left them in the fridge overnight. We've got them out and we've patted them dry, and then we've added a whole sachet of the tikka spice rub into some plain flour there, giving it a good mix. It's got a beautiful colour about it. Then when we've gone to bread the chicken, we've gone for the classic dry, wet, dry technique. I just find that gives you the best coating. So what we've done, we've got our pan there full of hot lard. So we're cooking that at about 155 Celsius and drop them in, give them a good crispiness so that...
Oh, they look crispy.
Oh, bro, they're so crispy. You got to make sure they're cooked all the way through. So we've gone for the 75 Celsius internal. And the way we're going to build them, we're going to put them on some potato buns. We've got some mango chutney on the base, iceberg lettuce, thigh fillet, then a secret sauce on the top, mate.
All right, bring them out. I'm going to get the stunt cam out here. You made burgers.
Yeah, bro. Indian zingers. Righto, so this secret sauce here, this is going to be the real winner. I stole this from my local Indian joint. So basically, every time I get an Indian, I get onion bhajis, and they come with this unreal, almost mint yogurt sauce. So I've recreated, I've used full fat yogurt, heap of lemon, heap of salt, fresh coriander, fresh mint, and then hit it with some cumin, some cardamom, and some turmeric.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so it's almost a savoury sweet going on. But yeah, I've finished the chicken with that. We've got mango chutney on the bottom, iceberg lettuce, the Indian fried thigh there, some pickles, and the sauce on some potato buns. Let's go.
Give it the old swivel around. So what'd you call it again?
I guess it's an Indian zinger.
All right, I'm going to spill this for sure.
Well, you're wearing a white shirt, mate. Cheers. Hey, cheers, bro. Whoa. Let's go.
This looks amazing, by the way. It's a Indian zinger chicken burger. With what's the sauce again?
It's like a mint yogurt. That all works.
Dude, it's amazing.
The colour of the coating, too, is so beautiful and vibrant.
Winner, winner. Indian zinger dinner. It almost tastes like a zinger.
It's definitely got all those Indian flavours going on.
Really good. I love it. All right, that's fantastic. It's a winner.
Hell yeah.
Who would have thought? Indian fried chicken.
So good. Slide into the DMs if you want the recipe.
Okay, so moving on to the end, it's the fuck up of the week. And who's this?
It's George from MasterChef.
Yes, his name's George Columbaris. He's one of Australia's biggest celebrity chefs. No?
I'd agree.
Yeah, so he is the host, or was the host, of MasterChef Australia, and he's going to educate us right now, us barbecue people. He's going to educate us on how to start a chimney in less than 30 minutes.
Oh, shit.
You ready for some education?
I'm ready, mate. Educate me.
Spring has sprung right here in Sydney, and it's just beautiful.
It's a beautiful
it's
day.
Barbecue time.
Spring
Let's
has
get it
sprung.
going, and I'm going to show you an easy way. It's
barbecue time.
Get charcoal lit in within.
Look at the
30
robo-turds.
minutes. Now, this is how I cook at
He's
home.
got his chimney.
Charcoal, one of these from Bunnings. and a little
Jesus.
Weber.
He's got a little Weber GA. He's ready to barbecue.
I'll show you how we activate that, but first up.
Hope that's not a plastic table, Adriano.
55 starters.
So he's putting some fire starters into the bottom of a chimney here, which is unusual. Normally you'd put them underneath, right? But he is putting in a metric shit ton of firelighters.
I'm going to make it
Yep.
so easy for you. All right, little
He's
bit.
got a whole sheet of firelighters, like a whole sheet.
I try and
I need to be on that MasterChef money, mate.
so it activates quicker. Because I'm cooking for
Or you could just get some briquettes.
3 or 4 of us. You don't need loads of coal for what I'm doing. Okay. And then when I get sort of
Okay, so he's got the firelighters in the bottom. He's put a whole heap of robo-turds on top.
More fire.
Oh my God, he's putting more firelighters. Stop!
making a cake of some description. Okay.
You do not need any more firelighters. The whole neighbourhood's going to be able to smell it.
Fire. Okay. Now to light it. Just
All right, so I'm going to turn down the volume now here. That's over. I think you used the entire packet of firelighters to get one chimney of charcoal going, and that is excessive.
You know, it would have done the same job. A pile of Doritos.
So, two things. Number one, he's either invested in a firelighter company, that's my only logical example, or he hasn't lit much charcoal in his life.
No, and I've used that brand of charcoal before. It doesn't need that much.
No, it doesn't. And you would be able to smell his barbecue from 3 suburbs away, I would say.
Hope you like kerosene.
Rightio, consider yourself educated there. For me, if I use 1 or 2 firelighters, it probably takes me 10, 15 minutes to get my chimney going. How long does it take you?
Probably about the same. This is just a classic example of do less.
Well, I have learnt a valuable lesson here today, and that's if you use maybe 400 or 500 firelighters, it takes 30 minutes.
The more you use, the less you get.
The longer it takes.
But also, too, you look at the yield of activated charcoal by the end of it, and because he's used so much firelighters, there's only half a basket there.
Yeah. Look, it's not right, okay? Don't copy what he's doing here. It's a much simpler way to do this, and that's just put the chimney on top of your Weber GA there, put 1 or 2 firelighters underneath the bottom, not in the chimney itself. Put your charcoal on top, and 15 minutes, that's all it takes.
That's it. But anyway, happy barbecuing.
Yeah. All right. That brings us to the end of the episode, and it's episode 49.
49, done,
next
bro.
week's going to be a big one.
It's the big number 50. I don't think we've got anything special planned because it's only halfway to 100, but been a good time, mate.
Well, that was our goal. Our goal is to get to 100 episodes and then kind of assess whether we want to keep doing it or whether we like it. I mean, I'm having fucking fun.
I think we need to because probably need another 150 episodes to get into the 2 years from now bracket so we can do another list.
Yes. The list went off. I woke up to about, 50 DMs from friends of mine that weren't on the list.
Ex-friends.
That's right.
Yeah, anyway, like, subscribe, do all the things, as Mel would say, and I guess we'll see you next Tuesday.
See ya.